Dear President, this is really a pleasure for me to have this opportunity to address the Committee of Regions today when you are adopting your opinion on the European Pillar of Social Rights. This is indeed a very important initiative to reshape the face of the European Union with a human face, because we need to have really a strong human face for citizens to reconnect again with European ambition. So this is the main purpose of this pillar. I was the rapporteur in the European Parliament. You should know that our report in the European Parliament was adopted with a very large majority involving 5 political groups. And now, right now, we are negotiating with the Council and the Commission the proclamation to be adopted in Gothenburg. So this is really important that the Committee of Regions is delivering the opinion now. And I should say, since the beginning, responding to your reference, that indeed I'm very interested to see this morning the version you will adopt. And I'm really open to your suggestion, which underlines that regions, they should be a key player in the implementation of the European social pillar. Because in fact, regions are the entities who work directly with citizens in their everyday life in order to improve their daily life. So let me tell you that since the beginning, the pillar was designed in order to be implemented at all levels. We need to have in mind multi-level governance, so the European level, the national, the regional, the local. If this is not clear enough in the proclamation as it is drafted now, this should be indeed clarified. This is my position. So I'm really open to work with you, with the Committee of Regions, to make it clear. Like that, you know, since the start, my opinion about this. Let me use the opportunity also to tell you what is at stake with this pillar. What is at stake is that we feel in our everyday life that citizens are dealing with new problems, and new problems emerging for the new challenges. Globalization and global competition is always there and will go on there. Demographic changes, deep demographic changes, aging, migration, and last but not least, a new phase of the digital revolution. And what is really new in this new phase of the digital revolution is that all sectors will be transformed in the way companies are created, they develop their activity, and in the way jobs are created. We need to make the best of this revolution in such a way that this will be translated into more and better jobs, particularly for young people. And that's why one of the key initiatives included in this pillar is to make sure that everybody in employment, whatever the kind of job, should count on 2 basic guarantees. One is, let's say, a clear, decent labor contract, and another one is access to social protection. We need to make sure that all citizens in Europe and all those are living in Europe, they can count on these 2 guarantees whenever they have a job. This is a very important objective of this pillar. But then, of course, we have other very concrete measures to address the different target groups, starting with children, ensure that every child in Europe can also have the guarantee of having good access to education, healthcare, and childcare. And we are also concerned with senior citizens, the aging trends. making sure that local care services and long-term care, they are really available. All these tasks are in your hands. They depend notably on regions' action. That's why I'm underlining this. But let me conclude that even, and I'm sure that we'll adopt very soon this social pillar, the real challenge for us would be, of course, to deliver on these new and better social standards in Europe. And in order to deliver, we need to use, let's say, the full toolbox we have in our hands, starting with the so-called European semester, so the coordination of economic and social policies. The new package for next year will be presented already in November. And let me tell you that our expectation, according to the social pillar objectives, is that this time the European semester should be used to promote upward economic and social convergence. So let's make the European semester a real process to deliver convergence across Europe. And in order to make this real, the last part of the solution depends on means to invest. Invest in forward-looking projects, investing in people. And on this, of course, we need to improve what can be done with national and local finances to create room to invest. But of course, we also need to make sure that the next multi-annual financial framework, the next MFF, will be also a powerful budget to implement this social pillar. This is our claim in the European Parliament. You should know this. Last but not least, all this, which is quite ambitious, and this will shape, I hope, the roadmap for the future of the European Union, because many decisions will be taken over the next months in order to shape this roadmap. We do need a roadmap for the future of the European Union. All these will depend on having all actors engaged. And that's why regions are so crucial, because at the end of the day, the delivery depends on regions. So I'm so pleased to have a regular talk with your president, my good friend Hans Lambert, because I know that he fully understands this, and he will lead the Committee of Regions for this kind of delivery. What I can say is that when it comes to the European Parliament, you can count on a very good, strong partnership, and let's start today. So I will receive your opinion when this is approved, and I will bring your concerns to the trilogue, which is taking place right now with the Commission and the Council. And like that, I conclude. Thank you very much.